Yo, what's up? It's Miles Evans!
And Stuart G! About to give you the breakdown on the
leatherback sea turtle.
The leatherback sea turtles. They're an endangered species, and if nothing is done soon, they could be extinct within the next 5 to 10 years. So, without further ado, some general information on the leatherback sea turtle includes its taxonomy. The leatherback sea turtle's kingdom is Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Testudas, family Dermocliida, genus Dermocles, and species Corycea. The leatherback sea turtle's population right now in the world estimates between 20 and 40,000, but has rapidly decreased since the 1980s, where some populations and nesting grounds have dropped to almost 1% from what they were 20 to 30 years ago. That's just some general basic information about the leatherback sea turtles.
I was talking about the leatherback sea turtle's carapace, which is approximately 1.5 inches thick, and it's roughly made of leathery, like oil-saturated connective tissue that like overlock with their dermal bones on their back. It is imperative that hatching production to be maximizing for the remaining leatherback nestings that occur along the extensive Pacific coast of Mexico, Costa Rica, and other Central American countries. This is due because of the long-range migratory movements of sea turtles between the nesting and breaching, foraging seasons. There needs to be more nesting because the sea turtles, like I said earlier, is in danger, and the only way to make their population come back is to have them mate and have lots of offspring that are able to survive, and to explore different research tactics for minimizing the leatherback mortality rate and their fishing nets.
That was good though, that was hella stuff. Save that one. The Pacific Ocean leatherback population is generally smaller in size than in the Atlantic Ocean. Because adult female leatherbacks frequently nest on different beaches, nesting population estimates and trends are especially difficult to monitor. In the Pacific, leatherback nesting populations have declined more than 80%. This is just ridiculous.
Terrible. That's an outrage.
Justin, I wouldn't say that we can say they're completely endangered yet, but you know what? 80% is quite a darn lot.
Miles, we need to do something about this.
Yeah, okay.
Something needs to be done.
How about you tell us about these threats that these marine beauties hold?
Well, there's many threats. Leatherback turtles face threats on both nesting beaches and in the marine environment. The greatest causes of decline and the continuing primary threats to leatherbacks worldwide are long-term harvest and incidental capture and fishing gear. Harvest of eggs and adults occurs on nesting beaches, while juveniles and adults are harvested on feeding grounds. Incidental capture primarily occurs in gill nets, but also in trawls, traps and pots, long lines, and dredges. Together, these threats are serious ongoing sources of mortality that adversely affect the species' recovery. For more,
Wow, you sound like a great expert on that. Coming up next, how can we help? How will we conserve these marine glories?
now with a word from our sponsors. You want a delicious snack? Something to chew on? Another habit instead of smoking cigarettes? You want...
Because leatherbacks are highly pelagic animals and make long migrations, they come into contact with people of many nations. Therefore, conservation efforts of the leatherback populations in one country may be jeopardized by activities in another. Protecting leatherback turtles on U.S. nesting beaches and in the U.S. waters alone, therefore, is not sufficient to ensure the continued existence of this majestic, gorgeous marine animal that just you want to eat. Yeah.
And for this reason, leatherback turtles are protected by various international treaties and international law, as well as national laws.
In the act to make sure that these majestic creatures survive, say another even 5 or 10 years, there needs to be an international coordination between multiple countries to make sure that the fate of these animals are in good hands. The NAOO Fisheries is a board on the International Program for Conservation and Recovery of Marine Turtles. They state that there's only 2 agencies out there at the moment that are also helping the cause, and unfortunately, the support around the globe has been somewhat minuscule compared to the act that or the effort that needs to be done to conserve these turtles. Anything else to add, Miles?
No, that concludes our program on the leatherback sea turtles.